Hi, Lasagna Club. Super excited to talk about some wine as usual. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. And in this case, we're going to discuss some Bordeaux. Obviously, one of the most famous regions for all wine production in the entire world. And it's also the biggest. 300,000 acres under vine. I mean, it's just a massive area. It's divided up sort of into three parts. You have the left bank, you have the right bank, and it kind of sounds like they're like opposite each other, but there's a gigantic, huge piece of land in between them called Entre deux mers, which literally translates to between two seas, and it just references the size of the bodies of water that are between them. They're south of the Gironde estuary, which is one of the largest openings of a river into ocean in the world. It's kind of like Great Lakes sized body of water. Like, I mean, I remember the first time I saw Lake Michigan, thinking, "Wow, this is huge." And the same thing with the Gironde estuary. Like, you look at it on a map, and it just doesn't do justice to how absolutely massive it is. Bordeaux is a region that also finds itself moderated by the Gulf Stream, so warm air, kind of warm water flowing up and warming the air, providing the climate that makes Bordeaux so special for growing grapes. When we think about Bordeaux, obviously we're thinking about Cabernet Sauvignon, we're thinking about Merlot and their accessory grapes. Sometimes you might find like a little bit of Cab Franc, a little bit of Malbec, a little bit of Carmenere. But for the most part, we're talking about Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, and Cabernet Franc. I think that this one is unusual in that it is 100% Merlot. So this is from the Entre deux mers region. In around the area of Saint-Sulpice, there's a little river that flows through there called the Laurence, from which the chateau takes its name. And some pretty heavy-hitting Merlot experts have made this wine. You have the technical director for Chateau Angelus, one of the most famous properties on the right bank, Merlot-driven house, bringing his weight to this project, and so it's no slouch. But the great thing about this wine is that it's ready to drink now. I mean, so many classes of Bordeaux are all about high-priced auctions and, you know, waiting 50 years or whatever the case is, but not for this wine. This wine is just beautiful. It's pretty. It's ready to drink, and that's what makes this whole category special. So this is from a category called Bordeaux Supérieur. It's usually just, you know, it's Bordeaux. It's everyday Bordeaux. It gives a great cross section of the appellation. You're going to find the flavors that make Bordeaux one of the most likable wines in the whole world, and yeah, I mean, it's there for you. It's there for the taking. You don't have to wait for it. So feel free to just crack this, pour yourself a glass, enjoy those classic Bordeaux flavors, those plummy damson plum, like black cherry, a little bit of roasted coffee bean. You know, you'll find like that gravelly kind of component that makes Merlot and Cabernet Sauvignon so special from this part of the world. And yeah, just it's such a great gateway to the pleasures of Bordeaux. I love drinking this wine. I love sharing it with guests. I love that we get to talk about it together. I hope you enjoy.